What are the common ways to loop JavaScript arrays? If you have ever worked with JavaScript, you know that arrays are a fundamental part of the language. But how do you efficiently loop through these arrays? Let's break down the common methods to iterate over JavaScript arrays. First up is the traditional for loop. This method uses an index to go from the start to the end of the array. It gives you complete control over the iteration process. You can easily break or continue the loop as needed. This method is also one of the fastest ways to access elements directly by their index. Here is a simple example. You can write for let I is equal to 0, I array length, I++, console, log, array I. Next, we have the for of loop. This one is a bit cleaner and easier to read. Instead of dealing with indices, it lets you access each element directly. While it may be slightly less performant than the traditional for loop, many developers prefer it for its clarity. You can use it like this: for const element of array, console, log element. Another popular method is the array prototype forEach function. This method runs a provided callback function for each element in the array. It is great for performing actions like logging or updating states. However, keep in mind that it does not return a new array and you cannot break out of it early. An example would be array. For each element is equal to console, log element. If you want to transform data, the array prototype map function is your go-to. It creates a new array by applying a callback function to each element of the original array. This is perfect for when you want to change data without altering the original array. For instance, you can write const doubled is equal to array, map element is equal to element asterisk 2. The array prototype filter function is useful when you want to select certain elements based on a condition. It returns a new array with only the elements that meet the criteria specified in the callback. You can use it like this: const evens is equal to array, filter, element is equal to element %2 is equal to is equal to is equal to 0. Then there is the array prototype reduce function. This method is powerful for reducing an array to a single value. It applies a function against an accumulator and each element in the array. This is handy for tasks like summing values or flattening arrays. You can write const sum is equal to array, reduce, acc val is equal to acc plus val 0. Lastly, we have the while loop. This loop continues as long as a specified condition is true. While it is less commonly used for arrays, it can be beneficial when the number of iterations is dynamic. An example would be let I is equal to 0, while I array length, console, log, array I++. When choosing a method, consider the task at hand. For maximum control and performance, traditional for loops and for of loops are great choices. If you prefer clarity and functional programming, higher order methods like map, filter, and reduce are excellent options. Each method has its strengths, so pick the one that suits your needs best.